Good morning and welcome to today's verse. To God be the glory. What a great day it is today. Today's verse, it comes to us from the book of Lamentations. Lamentations chapter 3, verse 58. And it says this: O Lord, you have pleaded the case for my soul. You have redeemed my life. I want to speak to you this morning about God, my defender and deliverer. Imagine being wrongfully accused in a courtroom. The evidence is stacked against you unfairly, and your voice feels lost in the noise. Just when all seems lost, the courtroom doors stay open, and in walks a powerful attorney, someone who knows the full truth and cares deeply for you. Now, without payment, without condition, they rise and they speak on your behalf. The judge listens, the tides turn, you're heard, defended, and set free. This is the emotional and spiritual cry of Lamentations 3:58, where the writer describes, you, Lord, took my case, you redeemed my life. The book of Lamentations is a poetic outpouring of grief over the destruction of Jerusalem by the Babylonians. Jeremiah is believed to be the author of this book, where he mourns the suffering, the loss, and the shame of his people due to their sin and the resulting judgment. Chapter 3 is deeply personal. A speaker describes overwhelming sorrow, feelings of abandonment, and bitter affliction. Yet in the midst of this darkness, there's a turning point, a powerful declaration of hope in God's compassion and faithfulness, verses 21 to 24. By the time we get to verse 58, the writer, he reflects on God's personal intervention. You took up my case. This is legal language where God steps in as advocate and defender. You redeemed my life. God not only defends him, but also pays the price to set him free spiritually and emotionally. This verse, it highlights a shift from despair to hope, from guilt to grace. In our lives, we will all face moments of guilt, shame, or spiritual attack. If you have not yet, as the old people used to say, just keep on living. You soon will. Whether the condemnation comes from others or from our own sense of guilty conscience or from the enemy of our souls, it can feel crushing. But just like in Lamentations, believers today can take comfort in this truth, and that is God is our defender. When you're misjudged or slandered, well, God, he sees and he steps in. When your past haunts you, God reminds you that you're redeemed. When you feel overwhelmed, God's fight for your soul, not because you're worthy, but because he's merciful and faithful. This verse, it invites us to bring our brokenness to God, knowing he doesn't abandon us, but instead he pleads our case and sets us free. Therefore, you don't have to fight alone. No matter what you might be facing, regret, injustice, pain, the Lord has taken up your case. He is not just your judge, but he is your defender and your redeemer. To God be the glory for the great things he has done. I pray that you will meditate upon this verse today. It will be a word of encouragement to you as you go throughout your day. I pray that you would have a great day. Have a safe day. And then tune in again tomorrow, yes, as we consider today's verse. Amen.